Thank you, Mr. Chair. Secretary Mnuchin, I represent Nevada, and for 8 years there was the Attorney General. And I have to say I've been sitting here listening to your comments and have some concerns. And let me just start off by saying I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Even as Attorney General, it was about working for the betterment of people in our community, making sure everybody was coming together to work together. And I'm concerned about what I've seen, some of the responses and the dancing around that you've done here to some of the questions. And the only other time I had that opportunity to hear that was from some bankers and Wall Street executives who were in my conference room as Attorney General during the worst foreclosure crisis we've ever seen. And the one thing they said to me was, well, we're all doing it. And if you're going to come after me, you're going to have to come after all of us. And you know what I did? I went after them. And this is my concern. I'm still hearing the same kind of dance, looking for the betterment of people instead of businesses and big corporations, instead of looking out for homeowners and consumers and seniors and service members. So let me start off with this question, because this is why I am concerned. You recently spoke at a conference of executives where the cheapest ticket to attend cost $12,000. And you joked, and I quote, you said, "You should all thank me for your bank stocks doing better." I'm sure you don't feel that way today, but this remark came during a discussion of your efforts to roll back Wall Street reform, including under an executive order signed by President Trump before a room full of powerful Wall Street executives. Well, let me just tell you this. While you're working to undo those financial protections, I am still hearing from constituents in my state who are suffering. And let me just quote you some of what I'm hearing from them based on your actions and what we're seeing from this administration. Ruby from Reno said, "This bill needs to stay in effect. The regulations are needed now more than ever, as you cannot depend on the big banks to just be honest." We have Susan from Elko. "Please don't weaken the financial regulations that were meant to prevent a repeat of the financial collapse that led to the Great Recession. It will only hurt the middle class." Catherine from Spark said, "Appalling that the regulations monitoring banks would be lowered. Stand against the executive order and rolling back Wall Street reform." Why doesn't President Trump's executive order that rolls back the Wall Street reform mention consumer or investor protection even once? Why doesn't it direct you to consider the financial needs of borrowers, students, service members, seniors, homeowners? What are you doing to ensure that you're looking out for those best interests? And who are you surrounding yourself with so that you just don't hear from executives, but you also get the perspective of homeowners and victims of that 2008 collapse? Because I have not heard today anything that you have said that is looking out for the interests of the people that I just talked about.
Well, I can assure you we are interested in looking out for all those people, and this is not about rolling back reform. On homeowners, on the mortgage side, we are absolutely looking at people who don't have proper access to mortgage credit. We are looking at all different aspects. And this is not about rolling back regulation for big banks. This is about making sure that small, medium-sized businesses, homeowners, have access to proper credit. That is what we are focused on to grow this economy.
Well, let me tell you my concerns. First of all, I am troubled by the people you are bringing into the Treasury. Press reports suggest that you're advocating for the appointment of another One West executive to head the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, our regulator entrusted with overseeing more than 2,000 national banks, and your senior counsel, whom you hired to run housing finance policy, was instrumental in managing the line of credit from Morgan Stanley to New Century, a toxic subprime lender that went bankrupt in 2007. As Attorney General, I sued for this very conduct, and this conduct was the subject of a $2.6 billion Justice Department settlement in 2016. Do you have anyone on your leadership team that has advocated for borrowers or worked on behalf of homeowners?
Absolutely. First of all, we absolutely are very interested in protecting borrowers and homeowners. It is very critical to everything that we're doing. And this is something that is going to be a big focus of the treasurer when she starts, who has lots of experience having worked at the Small Business Administration and also having come up the ranks through UPS and managed a big part of their business. And a big part of her focus will be on community outreach and making sure, and I'm sorry you feel that way about our appointments at the Treasury. I think we have an enormously incredible staff. We have an incredible career staff. We have lots of people inside the Treasury who have been with us that have tremendous experience. And I think, as you may know, I started loan modifications at IndyMac, and that's something that we were very proud of.
Yeah, I don't have enough time, and I don't want to go through that because I think we're going to disagree on what you did to help the homeowners in Nevada with One West. But let me just say this. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that you prove me wrong and you're out there advocating, and the people around you are going to be advocating for the very constituency that I just talked about. Because I will tell you what, right now I have not heard any specifics with middle tax breaks. I have not heard any specifics on how you're going to address the very people that I just talked about. Talking in absolutes and without bringing specifics into the conversation concerns me. And so I'm looking for very specific information. So I hope that you have that and we'll have the ability to work together.
Okay, well, I will contact your office, and I look forward to getting together with you and your staff, and we'll come over and talk about, we appreciate the issues in Nevada and the housing issues, and I will follow up in the next couple of weeks to come and see you.
Thank you.